Video is starting. I believe I am live. I hope I'm live. I think I'm live. It's telling me video is starting in one place and I'm live in another. Yay, we're live. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, everybody. You're all very welcome to Wednesday's live call inside the Facebook group Map Your Future ABA, the place where we go from A to B and then decide we're going to go for a bigger and brighter A. Now, later today, this call will be on my YouTube channel called Map Your Future 25. And if you're catching this on YouTube, make sure you hit the subscribe button so you won't miss any of the upcoming episodes. You are all very welcome to today's call. So today, I'm going to share some things around the power of gratitude. Gratitude really helps you to notice the positive and to focus on the good that's in your life. Sometimes, though, we can feel there are no positives, and I can definitely relate to that. But when we start looking for the good, for the positives, we're always going to find something. And all we got to do sometimes is find a tiny, tiny little thing to be grateful for, and that can start shifting our focus on how we look at things. Now, if you're like me, when I first started to hear things on gratitude, I thought it was the greatest pile of that I'd ever heard about. And there were times when I would tell myself in the beginning, especially when I was trying to do it at the start, what the F do I have to be grateful for? My life is in the crapper. X, Y, and Z has happened to me. And how the bleep and many other four-letter style words. Um, I can't possibly do gratitude because ABC happened. And on it went, but all that was simply just wasn't true, right? And it took me a long while to understand what gratitude was and what it does and how it could actually help me in my personal life and to shift my focus from results that I didn't want to focus on the good in my life, what I did want, and to start to build from there. In other words, to build where I wanted to go, not from where I was. And the dictionary will tell you that gratitude is the quality or feeling of being grateful or thankful. Grateful is warmly or deeply appreciative of kindness or benefits received. So let's look at this for a moment, right? And think as human beings, what benefits did you already receive just by being born, especially if you're living in the Western world? The vast majority of us have been gifted with a healthy body. Now, many of us have turned those bodies to unhealthy ones by not being grateful for them and not looking after the gifts that they were. I know I definitely was in that bracket for many years. Thankfully, I've changed my ways. And in a couple of days' time, I'll be 2 years free of cigarettes. But anyway, but most of us were born with healthy bodies, and most of us enjoy health most of our lives. Most of us were gifted with a healthy mind, and our minds have the potential to give us anything that we want when we learn how to use them. Sadly, though, most people don't really know how to operate their minds, and in fact, for most people, it's their mind operating them and operating them from their past conditioning rather than operating them themselves. Because we can keep on repeating the same stuff over and over again until we decide we're going to change things. Now, if you have a healthy body and you have a healthy mind, you have a huge amount to be grateful for. Health is the crown on the healthy that only the sick can see. Ask any sick and dying millionaire. Now, gratitude reminds us of what's important to us in our own lives. Life is short as best, and gratitude encourages us to live in the present moment. There is so much to be said for not replaying the hardships of the past or looking forward anxiously to really focus on what is good here and now. So many of our worries and our doubts, they lose their power when we can focus on what we have that's good um, right here and right now in the present moment. Gratitude reduces comparisons, and that's so important. We waste so much time and energy. Everybody says they don't do it, but nearly everybody does do it. They compare themselves negatively to other people. Theodore Roosevelt said it very, very well, the former president of the United States, many, many, many years ago. Comparison is the thief of joy. The only person you should be comparing yourself ever to is the older versions of yourself. Okay? Gratitude can boost your mood and can just help you feel better. You can't feel bad and grateful at the same time. It's not possible. If you're genuinely feeling grateful, you won't feel bad. Okay? Gratitude helps to strengthen our relationships. There are so many positive benefits that accrue to you by doing gratitude on a daily basis. I never miss a day's gratitude. I never miss it. It's part of my daily routine. It's a complete habit now in my life. It's the first thing I do as part of my morning routine, and it helps me to start every single day on a positive note. And even when I wake up crabby, which I can do from time to time, it helps me to flip a switch to get back onto the positive side of the coin, okay, and get back into a better mood. Gratitude is a simple yet profoundly powerful practice that can help and have a transformative effect on your life when you regularly acknowledge and express appreciation for the good things you have. It shifts your perspective. It changes how you look at things. And when you change how you look at things, what you're looking at changes. I believe it was Wayne Dyer who said that, and he was so wise. When we look at things differently, everything starts to change. Okay. It improves your emotional well being and can even enhance your physical health. So today, I'm sharing as many of the benefits that I know of, that I'm aware of, and I'm sure there are more than what I'm going to mention, and to really, I suppose, encourage you to adopt what's known as the attitude of gratitude into your daily life. There are so many good things that can happen as a result of making a grateful practice a part of your everyday experience. Being thankful helps with improving our mental states, our mental health. And Lord knows we need a lot more of that in the world today. Gratitude, it helps reduce stress and anxiety and depression. When we focus on what we are thankful for, our brain is less likely to ruminate on negative thoughts. Now, a couple of years back, I didn't even know what the word ruminate meant. Okay. I do now. I didn't know ruminate means to think carefully and deeply about something. It's where we go over in the mind repeatedly and often. It's when we obsessively repeat thoughts or excessively think about problems. And that's where it becomes problematic. Thinking carefully can be a positive, of course it can. But when we obsessively or excessively think about our problems, that never goes well for us because we're putting all our energy into the problem rather than seeking the solution. Now, for obsessively thinking about the solutions, that's a good thing because that means our mind is focusing in the direction of making things better for ourselves. Okay. Studies show that practicing gratitude can lead to greater overall happiness and emotional resilience. It encourages positive thinking and nurtures optimism, which fosters a sense of well being. And gratitude helps reduce negative emotions like envy, resentment, and regret. It encourages positive thinking, fostering a mindset focused on what's good rather than what's lacking. Because when you're focusing about what you don't have, you're putting an energy into what you don't have and you're creating more of the same. Okay. Expressing gratitude towards others builds stronger, more trusting relationships. Simple acts like thanking someone for their help can make them feel valued and appreciated. Think for a moment how nice it is when somebody genuinely thanks you. And we've all heard it's nice to be nice. But think, when's the last time that you shared with somebody that you were grateful for something that they did for you? When's the last time that you were genuinely grateful to somebody? Now, this can be in work, it can be at home, it can be anywhere. It can be someone who lets you go in traffic. How many times were we stuck in traffic and everyone's just going by us and we're getting angry by the second because nobody's letting us out? We can all remember the people who cut us off, but do we always thank the people who show us a bit of courtesy to us on our roads that we all share? Gratitude fosters a sense of connection and goodwill, leading to more meaningful interactions and a supportive social network. Expressing gratitude strengthens relationships by showing appreciation for others that makes them feel valued and acknowledged. And that's important. Everybody has a need to feel valued and appreciated and validated sometimes. And gratitude and being thankful costs so little, but it can have such a big impact on everybody. Gratitude can boost your self-esteem by helping you focus on your strengths and your achievements rather than on your shortcomings. When you reflect on what you're grateful for, you begin to recognize the positive aspects of your life, including the contributions that you make to others. And that's important. Grateful people tend to report higher levels of happiness and life satisfaction. Gratitude shifts attention to positive aspects of life, making individuals feel more content. It helps cultivate a sense of abundance where people focus on the good they have rather than focusing on what they don't have. If you're having trouble sleeping, gratitude can also improve sleep quality. Gratitude shows that writing things down that you're thankful for before you go to bed at night can reduce negative thoughts and anxieties that may interfere with your restful sleep. And as a result, practicing gratitude at night can help you relax and fall asleep more easily. And I can tell you, by practicing gratitude before I go to sleep, I never have trouble sleeping. Thankfully, I'm very, very grateful that I can count on my hand the amount of times I've had trouble sleeping in the last year, maybe 3 or 4 times across the whole year, because I relax before I go to sleep, because I'm more thankful for the things in my life. Studies suggest that grateful people tend to be healthier, they're more likely to exercise regularly, eat healthier, and visit the doctor for routine checkups. Gratitude also lowers blood pressure and strengthens the immune system. It can actually make us healthier. It can help us feel better, contributing to better overall physical health. Now, this could be because gratitude encourages more positive thoughts and behaviors, which supports overall well being. I know personally that how I think, feel, and behave has a significant impact on my own sense of well being. Gratitude helps build resilience in the face of challenges. When faced with difficulties, a gratitude practice can shift your focus from the problem to the positive aspects of your life. We all have challenges in life. There's nobody that goes through life without challenges. But when we have a grateful attitude, we can look at those challenges as not massive mountains that are insurmountable, but as opportunities for us to grow, which is what they actually are. Every problem that comes to us comes laden with the opportunity of growth. Gratitude, it does foster a mindset of growth by helping individuals focus on progress rather than failure. It supports an attitude of openness to learning and improvement. The day you think you know it all is the day you start declining. Nobody knows it all. There's always a stage of your life where there's more learning to be obtained. And don't be frightened of learning. Learning is really, really good. Practicing gratitude increases self awareness, helping people recognize their own strengths, the people around them, and their capacity for growth as well. And gratitude enriches life by enhancing mental and physical health, boosting happiness, and cultivating positive relationships and resilience. It encourages a mindset focused on abundance and appreciation rather than on scarcity and lack. This makes it easier to cope and bounce back from adversity that we all face from time to time. So let me suggest a few ways you can adopt this practice into your life. It's if it's something that you feel that is merited, and I can only encourage you. And no, nobody can make you do this, by the way. There's gratitude journaling, and this is something I do daily. This is where you express appreciation. You can go then do mindfulness gratitude. You can go into gratitude as a meditation and then to express gratitude as well. There's loads of different ways where you can do gratitude. And I'm sure there are other ways that I haven't mentioned. My mentor Bob Proctor used to suggest use a gratitude journal and write down 10 things that you're grateful every single day. Now, I also learned that it's far better to write down one thing and feel genuinely grateful for it than writing out 10 things as a box ticking exercise. You will get no benefit from that at all. You have to genuinely feel grateful as you write the things down that you say you're grateful for. Having even just one thing to be genuinely feel grateful about helps you to focus on the positives, even on the tough days, because sometimes it is difficult to feel grateful. It isn't the easiest thing in the world to do. You can be grateful for what you have and for what's coming into your life too. And this is really, really powerful when you're focusing on where you're going, when you're focusing on the results that you want, the goals and the outcomes. You can be grateful for that in advance. When you genuinely tell people how much you appreciate them, this is powerful. This is expressing gratitude. It could be as simple as saying thank you or sending a heartfelt message. When you do this, you feel great. And you can be sure that when the person that you've sent it or reads that genuine grateful message, they're going to feel great too. This is how we can all contribute to changing the world through how we treat people. It costs nothing. It costs absolutely nothing. And yet it could make all the difference in somebody's life. I've learned the better I treat people, the better they treat me. Now, I'm not telling you anything you don't know here, but how do we treat everybody we meet on a daily basis? How do we treat the people that are passing us by in traffic? How do we treat the people that pass us by in the street? How do we treat the people that we work with on every day? How do we treat the people at the breakfast table? The people that we're meant to love, care, and cherish? What about at the dinner table in the evening? How do we treat those people? This is important. How we treat people matters. How we treat ourselves matters too. I watch a video every single morning as part of my routine called Grateful Day from a man called Brother David. And in that video, Brother David talks and he suggests that we take a moment and look at the sky. Actually, take a moment wherever you are now, if you can, if it's safe to do it, and look at the sky. And then he says, we so rarely look at the sky. We so rarely note how different it is from moment to moment with clouds coming and going. Open your eyes. Look at that. That, in essence, is being mindful and using gratefulness as mindfulness. And when you take the time to notice the small, everyday blessings in your life, such as a beautiful sunset, or a kind gesture from a stranger, or a flower, or a pretty bird chirping, or a pretty blue sky, or the fact that you have fresh water, or the fact that you can turn on a light and you have electric light, or the fact that you can flip a switch and you've got heating, or the fact that you've got a roof over your head. There is no shortage of things that we can be grateful for. Gratitude meditation is where you relax, you sit quietly, you close your eyes, and you mentally go through the different things that you're grateful for. This helps you to center your thoughts and your emotions. It helps you to get into a positive, natural state. By embracing gratitude, you can harness its power to improve not just your own life, but the lives of those around you. Whether through a daily practice or simply by being more mindful, gratitude can create a ripple effect that promotes positivity, joy, and more connection. And that is something that our society needs a hell of a lot more today, is a bit more connection and inclusivity. Gratitude has helped me start to make more and more of my days on the positive. Even when I wake up on the wrong side of the bed, it helps me to refocus back on what's most important to me. And when I'm feeling grateful, I never feel bad. No, I feel bad. I I don't always feel good, but you can't feel bad and grateful at the same time. And I would encourage you to adopt this practice. And that's it for today, folks. I would really, really encourage you to consider putting gratitude into your daily activity. You'll find when you do it and you genuinely do it, and you're genuinely grateful and thankful for things in your own life, more things will come into your life that you can be thankful for. Now, if you have any questions about today's call or any of the content that's in Map Your Future ABA, or if you're catching this on Map Your Future 25, you can send me an email to ABEAL, that's ABEALE, at anthonybeale.ie and ask your questions there. Okay. Or if you want to know more about how you can work with me, you can book in for a discovery call. And I'll pop a link below here in the comments. The discovery call is all about you. It's discussing what you're currently doing, what your goals are, the improvements that you want to make in your life, and the changes that need to happen to make those happen. And one thing is for certain, after that call, you'll know some of the directions that you need to take. I hope you have a fantastic week, everybody. And I will see you next week. I will be back next week. The week after, I think I might take that day off because it's going to be Christmas Day. But God bless you all and have a wonderful week. Have a great week, everybody. Bye bye.